Cosplay world. Today we're going to be working with two kind of different materials, but they're useful in a specific way. These are acrylic sheeting and our mesh or knit fabrics. The important thing here I think I'm going to focus on is that acrylics are really cool for transparent or semi-transparent works, and as it turns out, so are those knit or mesh fabrics, especially when you need to see out of a costume. So here you see an example where we combine them together to get a nice painted effect that matches the style that we're going for with Borderlands. Borderlands is a very distinctive style, but it's also very useful when you're trying to make a more complex shape. So rather than try and say thermoform or cut several pieces of acrylics together to get a more complex piece, which might have imperfections, might have lines, might have various other things that are less aesthetically pleasing, we're going to be stretching this material over the facing because while you're on the inside, light passes through and you're able to see out, but people cannot see in. And interestingly enough, if you combine them the other way around, we can create interesting effects where it looks like a nice glossy coat over the intended color or pattern of the fabric that we're using. And again, when you're using a thin fabric or a very lightly woven fabric, you can create layered effects in the same way that you do with acrylics. It's obviously not going to be as transparent, but that is an interesting technique. For this, I'm using hot glue because it melts very well into the fabric and it will stick relatively well to the acrylic, which again we don't really want to blemish too much. Other similar glues that are transparent are effective. If you really want it to stick good, sand up the places where you're going to be placing the glue and try and avoid not sanding it up in other places, because obviously we want to preserve the quality of the finish. I hope this helps you. Good times to all. Hurrah! If you like cosplay, hit that sub button, because boy do I have videos for you.